What is it with the American assassins? What is it with the American assassins and the need for burger? This is a real phenomenon. It's a real documented phenomenon with at least 2 total cases, okay? The American assassin is undone by his need for burger. This is a phenomenon that we should study. Academic articles should be written about this, in my opinion. Here's the proof of the American assassin and his insatiable need for burger to his own detriment. So you might have heard of Luigi Mangione, right? The Italian man who's also American with an Italian name from Mario Brothers. How did he get caught? Well, he made a clean getaway. They seemed to have no idea who he was. They didn't really know who he was. Yeah, they had pictures of his face and stuff, but no one really identified him. And then, suddenly, just totally unexpectedly, the guy shows up in a fucking McDonald's after his perfect getaway, and he gets recognized. Because he absolutely had to have a burger, okay? Luigi Mangione had to have his burger or whatever it was. Just to prove my point, here's Luigi Mangione on the CCTV footage. That's a burger right there. It's not a hash brown, it's a burger. He wanted his burger. He got spotted by this guy at the McDonald's, and he got caught red-handed, and they got him. And that was the end of it, okay? He just couldn't do the thing that made sense, right? He made it out. He could have gone to the woods for 3 months until his face was out of the news cycle and everyone would have forgotten about it, and he could have just gone on with his life or fled to Canada or whatever it is that an American assassin would do after making a successful getaway. But he absolutely had to, at the height of media saturation with his image, go to McDonald's and eat the burger. And this guy loved McDonald's even beforehand. Here he is with McDonald's Happy Meal. He loved it. He couldn't resist it. He's just too American. He couldn't help it. So he gets caught because of the American lust for burger. Clean getaway, no real evidence traced back to him aside from pictures of his face, which, that's pretty good evidence, but provided no one specifically knew him and ratted him out, he would have been good. He would have been fine. At least, he had time to get away. But he absolutely had to have the McDonald's cheeseburger. He couldn't resist it. Now, Tyler Robinson got away. For him, there was not even a clean image of his face, right? Honestly, he probably got away in a fashion that was even better than the Mangione escape. Except for the thing where his dad recognized him and immediately knew that it was him. Let's just ignore that, okay? But before he got ratted out by his disgusting family members, no one knew that it was him. They had no leads whatsoever. It was 10 hours before they actually caught him, because he got dobbed in by his family and stuff. 10 hours, they said, we have no idea who he is. If he had, gone into the jungle or whatever, man, he would have been gone. No one would have ever seen that man again if he had just done a full Ted Kaczynski and gone and lived in the forest. What did he do, though? Goes to Dairy Queen. Now, I don't actually know what Dairy Queen is. From the name, you wouldn't assume it's a burger place, but it's American, and I'm going to pretend that it's a place where you go to eat hamburgers, because it fits with the narrative that I want to be spreading in this video, okay? About Americans and their lust for fast food hamburger. So Tyler Robinson does a snipe assassination, political assassination, all over the news. Images of him with sunglasses and a hat and stuff is all over the news, everywhere. But he still got away somehow. He still got away reasonably well enough. And then he goes to Dairy Queen to get a McDonald's hamburger 2 hours after doing a political assassination on the world news. He goes to the Dairy Queen to get his hamburger. What is up with the American assassins? I feel these are patsies who have been planted and blamed, and they go to the McDonald's and the Dairy Queen afterwards. There's a bit of product placement that were pre-agreed with the corporations. That's my theory here. I don't know how to explain it otherwise, aside from the more logical thing that makes actual sense, which is Americans love and need burger at all times, even after they do a political assassination. The American assassin lusts for hamburger, and it is his undoing. There are at least 2 cases of this, which, it's 2 isn't that much. But it is weird that it's happened twice. The American assassin is undone by his lust for hamburger. You don't go for the hamburger. You have to do what Assata Shakur did. You go to Cuba and you live out your days in luxury and among your comrades, okay? You don't go for hamburger. No hamburger. Straight to Cuba. Straight to Havana on a speedboat. None of this shit. But yeah, this should be studied. the American assassin being undone by the glory of the American hamburger. This needs an academic study on it, in my opinion. And yeah, it's like the Infrared Has tweet. Hold on, I gotta go over that here, just while we're here. God, Infrared Has would be such a legendary comedian if he was at all aware of the fact that he was doing comedy. But he's not, unfortunately, so he's not. Infrared Has. When you eat McDonald's, you aren't just eating food. You are partaking in a banquet, I don't know how you say that word, with the whole country. Everyone gets to have McDonald's. It never goes out of fashion and is always at the forefront of the latest trend. It's culturally communistic. I feel like he indirectly did Mangione in with this tweet. Mangione was like, you know what? I feel like I want to partake in a banquet with the whole country. And he went to McDonald's and he gets caught immediately by some fucking old guy who dobbed him in. All he had to do is wait a few months so that his pictures were no longer in the news. But he needed hamburger and hash brown. Big mistake. They don't make these patsies like they used to. Like Lee Harvey Oswald. He was a really good one. Did the job and just immediately died.